Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. I already started on Sunday reading for the first 4 zodiac signs, and today I continue. Today I will read for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, and this reading here now is for Virgo. Welcome, Virgo. The first card is from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Your card is red, so it relates to the first chakra, also called Root Chakra. The card is called Soulmate, the rose without thorns. It is time to face my true feelings, is the message. The legend here is that it is time for him to leave her again, to use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line already, and she will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly, she this time is saying, "I love you." The words of the script, they die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out, just a few words, and he will be free, but they will not come, and he is not saying them. And suddenly he is clasping her to him. He loves her. This is the true freedom that he sought. The inspiration here is to enjoy the beauty of a rose, and to do that we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live, and the best incentive to change is love. Personal inquiry here is to ask, what truth am I embracing? Because the card indicates no longer living a lie. Key ideas are speaking your truth, choosing love, choosing freedom through transformation, a resistance to commitment, and an unexpected outcome, and also finding new truths. Keywords are authenticity, treasure, and trust. You can do a meditation, take a deep breath, and keep relaxing until you find yourself in a safe place. Ask the great spirits to help you face that which you long for, and allow any nerves to pass. You may now know how to handle your present situation, or this knowledge will come to you very soon. The Shaman's Dream Oracle card is called Drifter, and the Drifter is about the things that light you up, experiencing life as it comes, and seeking the essence but not knowing the form. The Drifter is inviting you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine, to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and to explore life's opportunities. When the Drifter card appears, it is a sign that it is time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It is not important to know the destination before you are setting sail. It will become clear as you leave the port. Do not wait for a map, as there is none, to where you are destined to go. But be sure that you do have a compass to keep you on course. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few people appreciate the energy of the drifter. Here you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and they are getting nowhere. Your laziness is an unappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything that you require without you having to search for it, by simply being instead of frantic doing. So even as you let your mind wander, release it to go on a daily walkabout and call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you are looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking any answers. The wisdom of the oracle card that came out is by the book. And by the book is the essential abiding of social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, and the universal laws. The oracle's message is that the universe is working within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature. There are only a few that are known. These principles, they create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in the universal law. And so the human beings in turn, they have their own laws and their own customs that might vary from culture to culture and from family to family. Laws that keep social order and they govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flaunting them. Not flaunting, flouting them. So when this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal laws. They will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go with the book at this time. There is a relationship message here. Getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. So find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way that you want them to conform to. Your connection will deepen as a result of it. There is a prosperity message. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you have long cherished, a skill you have cultivated, or a service you have called to, it will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You do not need to reinvent the wheel in order to be successful. So follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things that you are striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and your commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know is working, and you will attract abundance. There is a protection message. Now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. So focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation, they are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand, and make real changes. It would be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that light will eventually come. Epiphanies, they will surely lead to miracles. Now we come to the unicorn card, the magic of the unicorns. It is creative solutions. Think outside the box is the message, and view the things from a higher perspective. Your life lessons, they are presented to you as a series of challenges. It is how you deal with your circumstances that allows you to progress along your path, and then you will pass your tests. Even when a difficulty seems insurmountable, your unicorn will remind you that there is a solution to every problem. So look at every aspect of the situation from a higher perspective. See with spiritual eyes Listen with compassionate ears and send love to every person involved, however troublesome they appear to you. Whatever the trial or the setback, love is the universal solvent that transmutes everything. It allows magical solutions to emerge that your conscious mind could not imagine. So receiving this card suggests that you are either going through a test right now or you will do so shortly. It is a rite of passage on your pathway that will open a door to something better. You have the courage, tenacity, and the spiritual strength to handle any challenge, but this may be a time for meditation, negotiation, or a complete rethinking. Examine everything with wisdom and then act with diplomacy, then the outcome will be better than you anticipate. When you raise your frequency above that of a difficulty, it can no longer have an impact or power on you. So use your creative mind to think outside the box. Ask your unicorn for help and stay open to its response. Find solutions and draw a box. Write your problem or your challenge inside this box. Then write possible solutions, however fantastic or implausible, outside the box. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Invoke your unicorn and sense it beside you. Ride on it into a higher dimension. This attracts magical solutions. And picture the situation now totally resolved for the highest good. And say this affirmation: there is always a solution. The Sacred Creators card that came out is Nourish, the Sacred Feminine. Now is a time of deep introspection as you wait for an idea to grow and develop. You have planted the seeds, and sometimes divine timing requires a period of rest as things can culminate and ripen. The moon is asking you to be open, to receive, to reflect, to pause and collapse into waiting. The moon, the waning moon crescent that casts a moonlit glow over the landscape of your life, is trickled light onto your path, but only a very dimly light, because the moon hopes that you will listen for the subtle signs and the wise whispers that are all around you. It is time to look directly into the shadows at any lingering wounds that may continue to affect your current understanding. Remember that in the dark it is easy to blow fear and illusion out of proportion. Do not strain to see that which you cannot see right now. Instead, focus on your inner knowing and on what you can see. Allow your intuitive nudges and any persistent feelings to help you translate the gentle illumination, and then you trust yourself. Ask this: what does sacred feminine mean to me? Do I have other ways of naming its energy? And how do I nourish this receptive, intuitive state? And do I tend to favor strategy or intuition? And how do I decide in this case? And the last card is the Oracle of the Fairies card, and it is the Magical Gateway. And the Magical Gateway says it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It is time to step boldly forward without looking back. The fairies, they are asking you to step through the fairy door and into their world of magic and of wonder. They are telling you that fairy tales, they are real, and that you are never too old to believe in fairies. Perhaps you have been thinking about embarking on the fairy path, and if you are using this deck, the chances are you already have more than a passing interest in the ways of the fairies. If so, now is the time to walk through the fairy door and fully embrace your magical fairy self. The golden key to this fairy door resides inside your heart. It is important to know that once you step through this magical gateway, your life will be changed forever. You will see and feel nature in a much deeper way. You will feel more connected to the plants, the trees, and the flowers, and you will develop a deeper compassion for all living beings. You might even find yourself becoming vegan or vegetarian if you are not already. Your interest in conservation and the environment could also be heightened. So these are all the traits of someone who has ventured through the fairy door. So consider such thing carefully. If you are at all unsure whether you should walk through the fairy door, then meditate on the question until you know in your heart that it is the right thing to do for you. Once you have passed through this door, prepare for more magic and joy to enter your life, and know that you are always safe, always protected, and always loved. That was the reading for you, Virgo. Thank you for listening. I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a great week. I'm sending love to you. Take care and goodbye.